Now, feeling connected and being part of a community are vital through this pandemic. There's one restaurant owner in Vancouver's West End that is doing all she can. Ofra Sixto owns Ofra's Kitchen on Denman. Ofra, it's so great to meet you.
It's wonderful meeting you too, Gloria.
Now, you were in the childcare business before getting into restaurants, so why the switch?
That was a dream of mine for many, many, many years. When I got here 30 years ago, my brother and I owned a small joint somewhere on the east side. I've always wanted to get back to it, and opportunity just happened, and here I am.
Here you are. So, what's on your menu?
So I have vegetarian, vegan, Middle Eastern, mainly Israeli cuisine, authentic. The food is healthy, fresh, wonderful. People are really excited coming here and being a part of this community hub, I call it. It really isn't a restaurant, it is my home, and people are basically welcome to my home. Everything you see here, the pictures on the walls, the furnitures, they're most of them are from my home. These are my paintings. And this is my kitchen right there. Ryan will show you. And people are coming into my home to have my food.
Oh, now I understand before the pandemic hit, you had already started a project, Get a Soup, Give a Soup. Just how does that work?
That's correct. So what happened is I have seen before the pandemic happened, I have seen on the street something I haven't seen before because I was sheltered in Richmond. That's where I used to live. And I have seen many homeless on the street, and that struck me like an injustice, right? A social problem. And I was so worried about the people outside. So I decided to do something about it. So I just gave out food throughout the day to various people on the street. And then one day I decided I would like to make the community a part of the solution. Even though it's a very small part, I still see that it is a part indeed. And so I decided to create a project that is called Get a Soup, Give a Soup. So if you're hungry, you come here, I'll give you a meal. It doesn't have to be a soup. It could be anything. And I have people who come here and just ask for my famous falafel, or sabich, and then with these $5 that they add to their bill, the customers, then homeless people will get. There'll be more people who will get this blessed meal, if you may. There's some people who this is the only meal they have all day, and I have seen their eyes when I give them the meal, how thankful they are and how grateful they are. That they are on the street does not mean that they are not people, they're just people, and we all just one paycheck away from being there. This is my philosophy, and I stick with it.
Well,
And
I'd like to hear more about that philosophy, though. And why is it so important to donate and give food where you can?
look, Gloria, giving is a part of living. Giving is what makes the society a society. If we all live for ourselves, then who are we and what are we and what are we good for, right? Or just for ourselves. But once you give, my mom, God bless her soul, this is really what she installed in me. She would have like her last pennies, and she would give them to somebody who have less than her. And I've been growing up looking at it and inspired by it. And all my life I have given, and justice was like a very important part of my life. Um, so it was just something I grew up on and became a part of me.
Hey, I think you have a customer in there behind you. I don't want to interrupt. If
Yeah.
you have to seat somebody, go ahead.
No, that's fine. They can wait. This is Yossi. I know them all by names.
I can see the windows behind you there. Now you've cheered them up. What did you do there?
So sweet. So what happened in this window? Ryan will take you with. Oh, by the way, before we go to the window, if you could look at the wall here, this is a wall of love, a wall of stickers. I call it a wall of love. These are all the people that donated the $5 to get a soup for hungry people. And I started with this one, Gloria. This was the first one
Wow.
right here, right?
Yeah.
And look at it. I mean, it's spreading. People go all the way down and on this wall right here, and I love it. I love it. I love how people care. People really do care. If you give them a chance, they give.
Okay, now you have to show us the window before we let you go.
So this is the window that I decided to create as a part of the season. I thought that the the street could use a little bit of light and a little bit of fun. And I asked a guy who came in, one of my customers, to do it. And he did it within a couple hours. And then I went from store to store in this neighborhood asking them to do the same. And I even offered some of them money to actually to pay for it and do it. But it wasn't very successful. So this is this is the only window that it is actually decorated, I believe, on that street. But I won't give up. I keep pushing. I pushed the guy who painted Nicholas, which he's really really talented. I push him to go around businesses and kind of force them to do that.
Well, you found obviously a way to cope and contribute and I guess more
Yes.
importantly, connect community. Why is that important to you, this community connection?
You know what, Gloria? I have been in Vancouver for 30 years and I have lived in many, many areas in Vancouver, in Richmond, the west side, the east side, and the Kitsilano area. And I've never felt the sense of community I feel here. People here really care. They know you by name. We know each other by name. I go out on the street and I say, "Good morning, George. Good morning, John." You know, like so many such an interaction here between people that I've never seen before. And because many of us are really without families in Vancouver, and I've seen lots of people here that live here alone. The rest of the families outside of Vancouver. This is our closest family. I'm lucky enough that I have some family here, but most of my family is back home in Israel. So this is my family. These are the people I connect with every day. They would pop in their head and say, "Hi, Ofra, hang in there. Have a good day. Don't give up. We want you here. We love you here." And that makes my heart sing and that makes me stronger.
Ofra, you have really brought some light into our lives today. Thank you so much, and we wish you all the
My
best of the season.
pleasure. My pleasure, Gloria. Happy holidays, everybody. Keep giving.